Hello everyone, welcome back to another writing video. Today I'm going to be talking about the cancelled outline. I have not written anything of that story because after writing the first few pages of chapter 1, I started to realize, and even now, I was just talking to my mom about it, and even now I was like, I can't write sci-fi. My brain's not wired to write sci-fi, even though it's my favorite genre to watch. Or like one of my favorite genres to watch. Most of my favorite movies are within that genre, and that's the reason why I want to write sci-fi. Nope. My brain's not wired. That's why I haven't continued with the Isles series, the Vine, which was my dystopian sci-fi story, and it was more of an adult story. That one can be easier to write, than the cancelled one, but which is deals with the cancel culture. And I figured that the setting for that could be in a sci-fi futuristic setting, but not, nope. Nope, not at all. That is not the case whatsoever. And that's okay, or at least I'm learning that it's okay, because I felt it in my heart that I knew it wasn't going to work out as a sci-fi story with that concept of cancel culture mixed into it. It's too complex for me and my skill set. And that's okay, because it means I'm learning about what I can and can't do in terms of writing and settings, and I'm going to still be writing about cancel culture, but I found a better place for it in my stories, and that's going to be in my contemporary romance stories. And it actually fits quite perfectly. Let me move that square. That was annoying me. So, it actually does fit quite perfectly in my uh, contemporary romances. And my mom just helped me figure out one part of it that I wasn't really sure if I had the right reaction for the character to have towards a certain action in the book, and she explained it to me, and it actually make so much sense as to why I chose that action. And I'm going to be adding the cancel culture aspect from the sci-fi story into this contemporary romance because it deals with music and the music industry. It deals with reputation and holding up that reputation, connections, and YouTube, because my first main character is actually a YouTuber, and she's a really big YouTuber, like one of the biggest YouTubers in the US type of thing. Um, it just makes so much more sense to add it into this story, and hopefully you guys weren't looking forward too much to that sci-fi story, because I'm just kind of, I'm going to take the characters from that and also put it into this contemporary romance companion series, because each book in the series is going to be about someone different, and it's going to deal about the music and YouTube industry, as well as some of like just more real life kind of stuff, and I may not write like Maya and her sisters and boyfriend story until way down the line, but they will happen, and I kind of feel better about saying this now because for so long I felt like I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to write this before I told you. I don't know. It does feel good making this video though, and it's going to be short, but it's just kind of like a little update on the story, and I don't know, I think I might just call this a writing update because I don't know what else to call this video, but I'm very happy with my contemporary romance stories, and I'm excited to one day share all of these characters with you guys and to share their situations and stories. It's just going to be so much fun, and I just can't wait to get to a point where I can actually publish them, because right now in draft 2 of my first main character, in her story, I'm actually adding a second point of view, which is from her boyfriend, sort of boyfriend. Um, it's their story, and that's where the cancel culture uh, is going to lie in that story. And it's the first one in the whole series. I feel like I may even try to traditionally publish it, but right now I'm just trying to, what do you call it? I'm trying to do developmental edits. So I'm on chapter 2, and chapter 2 is adding the first new scene from the new point of view. And so I have a new headspace that I need to be in, but it's going to develop the story a bit more, and I'm just trying to take my time because I wrote the first draft so fast. Even though it took so long for me to finish that, like a year I think, to finish that first draft, um, I still wrote it relatively fast and within a fast time period. And I'm just trying to take my time more with this story, and hopefully by the end of this draft it will be more developed and I can go in with like regular line edits before having a few people read it here and there. But yeah, if you'd like to hear more about this contemporary romance series, let me know by giving this a like or commenting, and subscribe for whenever those videos will come out. I made a couple of storyboards, a character storyboard, and like a quote storyboard with a couple pictures here and there that I made on Canva with some of the free images on Canva, plus pulling images of certain like singers slash actors that I would like to play the main characters, and just character inspiration photos. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to kind of explain the situation with the sci-fi story because I haven't written it at all in a few months, because it's also been kind of hectic the past few months, and I just feel a lot better saying all of this, and I feel a lot better with the choices that I'm making for that particular story, and I hope that you guys understand like my position with it, because while I love sci-fi like I said and I would want to write it, it's so hard for me to write and to like sit down and write it and actually be in that headspace to write something that is so complicated with the technological aspect of it. Um, because I also didn't want it to be very cliched, so that's why I decided to pull it back and to put a stop on it completely. At least on the sci-fi version. But like I said, there will be a new version of those 3 characters that I shared with you. It will just be later on in the future of this series. And I think I'm going to start making notes today on my plans for the first book in this notebook. And I'm just going to start just kind of note taking. Yeah, because this is just kind of what's going on with this book. I think next month I'll update you on Kyle's Purgatory a bit more, and yeah, it's just kind of been crazy with this contemporary story because it's mainly me wanting to work on it because of the music that I've been listening to and remembering this story and loving writing this story and working on it, and I just want to get it to a good place to where I can share it with at least like family and friends for the meantime, see their reactions to the story, and then eventually getting it ready to share it with you guys or to try and traditionally publish, because romance is a bit easier to traditionally publish. And I feel like this could be a YA romance, even though I think the characters are over 20 years old. It's still in that kind of age range that I can actually put it into, or like the content is still age age appropriate. One sec. Oh, sorry about that. It's still age appropriate for a younger audience, or I can just put it as an adult. I'm not quite sure until I have like write the whole thing and have other people read it. Um, Actually, my mom can probably help me with that too. She helps me a lot with my ideas, like both my parents do, which I'm really grateful for because a lot of people don't have that with writing. But that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to share with you guys the headspace I'm in with that idea and concept. I still want to write the concept, and I found a better place for it. And sometimes that happens with stories. Even though you want to really, really write it in one genre and one, like, set of characters, sometimes it's not always going to be the best place for it. And you have to bring it to yourself whether you're okay with it or not. And that's what I've learned throughout the past few months and today. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. I don't know what else to say, so I will just leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.